Hello! Welcome to Opposites React!
Welcome!
Woohoo! That's Ashley and I'm Whitney.
Yes.
And today we have a request from Guido.
Ready, Guido on 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Guido.
Thank you. We're so excited to listen to the Skinner Brothers.
Yes, we were going, featuring LoveGhost. Freedom in a Padded Cell is the name of the song.
Okay, that sounds like actual freedom to me.
Right.
Like a little bit. It wouldn't be so bad.
You know, all those videos of moms standing at the top of the stairs and they're like, eh.
Yes,
just a trip to the hospital.
It wouldn't be bad.
I had to go to the hospital one time.
There with my Kindle.
Yeah.
And a Diet Coke.
It was 2 years ago I had to go to the hospital. Remember?
Yes.
And it was the best 3 days.
You're like, I would not mind this recurring.
Even though they kept showing up and taking my blood every couple of hours in the middle of the night,
you're like, this is fine.
It was the best sleep. And it was just such a nice vacation.
We are not saying that you should have and intentionally try to get any sort of mental illness. However,
no, and mine wasn't a mental illness. I had a gallbladder issue.
You were in the hospital.
That poisoned my liver, and my liver tried to die.
Not a psychiatric padded cell unit.
I was in the medical hospital,
but
yeah,
it doesn't always sound awful.
Yes, that was my only ever health issue, and honestly. Yes, your health is very valuable, but it was a really nice, expensive vacation.
I wouldn't mind signing
Nobody needed anything from me, and I was brought all of my meals. I didn't have to cook anything.
Was it more expensive, would you say, than just going on vacation?
I don't think so, actually, because I only had to pay $3,500.
I think you could go on a vacation for that.
Yeah, you could, but still, I'd have to plan the whole thing.
That's true.
I'd have to plan where I was staying and what I was eating and all the activities I wanted to do. There'd be a lot of mental work that planning a vacation versus I just showed up to the hospital and laid in bed.
And things just got taken care of.
It was great. Sorry, Guido. You don't want to hear this. You want us to watch a movie.
Let's watch a music
video. Let's do it.
Graceful steps that's up and down. See your life come crashing down. Come of age is just a trend. The upper myths or your best friend. I feel like they don't wanna know me. Everywhere I go so lonely. Come from the jungle like Mowgli. Trapped in a box ain't holy. Losing my religion. Focused by decision. Man, I'm on hooks, I ain't a minion. Upgrade my design, I wanna know why. I don't work.
Okay, before we get into more of it.
Yes, I loved the line "outcast by design," just because I like that, especially if you have teenagers, where it's okay to choose to not follow along. I'm choosing to be an outcast. I'm choosing to that is by my design to be outside.
Yeah, I also like to talk when you talked about something about in a box ain't holy. Losing my religion, because he tied in the holiness in religion, but also I'm in a box and there's no holes for me to breathe.
Oh, I didn't get. Okay.
That was kind of an interesting it was almost like a pivot and then a pivot back.
Yes, you had to catch it.
Yeah, so I thought that was really
so good
cool.
at catching all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool way to do that. So anyway, I'll go back here before it picks up steam again. Nice chuggy.
Wait, pause it.
Huh.
Look at his face. Is that makeup?
What do you
Or
mean?
a mask? Do you see? It's almost it's Do you see? It's like he's made of pieces.
Oh, yeah. I just kept thinking that was his hairs in his face.
Right? Like,
Yeah, who knows?
I was like, whoever did those, like, drew those on, they did a very good job.
Yeah, I totally kept thinking that it was his hair.
But when you look closely, it's like the finish on it.
Yeah.
It looks plasticky. And it's,
Yeah, that's very
They did a great job.
Well, yeah, because I was noticing that when he was singing, I was like, his mouth isn't moving very naturally.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is it makeup or is it a
weird.
mask? We're
I
going to have to look closer.
Yeah, it almost could be like almost like a latex overlay. You know what I mean? Like, because in makeup artistry, you can do almost like a thin latex that you paint on, then it dries down.
Oh.
And so like that way you still have movement, but it's
Okay.
it's a mask makeup.
Oh. It's a
I
combination.
used to be a makeup artist. Not like that. Not like prosthetics. Not like special effects makeup artist, but that is it's interesting. Good catch. I totally just thought his hairs were blowing in his face.
Get your hair under control.
Huh.
You see?
Yeah.
Taxi ride, a mile per heartbeat, a bumpy ride. The driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man that isn't free. I've screamed so loud, but you don't seem to care. I'll tie us both.
Hold on. I do want to acknowledge the line where he says the driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man that isn't free.
Well, wait. What did you just say?
He said he had a really good line where he said the driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man that isn't free. That's a good line.
Driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man.
Yeah, so he's doing a whole taxi scheme where he's basically saying like, I'm going to take a taxi out of this town. Yeah. So.
In a taxi ride, a mile per heartbeat, a bumpy ride. The driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man that isn't free. I've screamed so.
Also, I do. Like, I'm very confused by this video because there's this character who seems to have long brown hair and was singing in the beginning. Excuse me. And was singing in the beginning. But then there's this blonde dude who has just come in who also seems to be singing, but his vocals don't really sync up with the lyrics. Like,
how so? Like,
ride a mile per heartbeat, a bumpy ride.
oh,
it's not fitting.
The ghost of a man that isn't free. I've screamed so loud, but you don't seem.
Is this in a different language, guys? And then it's like,
and then I'll kick our chairs. I grind my teeth until they're dust. I'm dropping bodies until dust. Shake the pavement like an American psycho. In the street, think I'm losing control. I remember my youth in institutions. Over medicated.
Okay, I get it. So there's basically two vocalists where this guy's singing the chorus part and the other guy's doing a little bit of the verses. But yeah, I just don't get why. Maybe it's just something where like they didn't get a good take that synced up with the video, so they just kind of went with what they had. Mm-hmm. Okay.
maybe.
All right. Well, now I need to pay attention to what he's saying because I got a little distracted. Sorry, squirrel. Okay. Sorry, everybody, but I do like to pay attention to what they're saying.
You don't seem to care. I'll tie us both a noose, and then I'll kick our chairs.
I want to go back a little bit further, actually.
Yeah, because who's he taking down with him?
Yeah, so he's talking about...
I know he's talking about like a murder-suicide, but who are you killing with you?
Let's just go back a little bit further.
Taxi ride, a mile per heartbeat.
I like that harmony.
The driver stares, but he can't see the ghost of a man that isn't free. I've screamed so loud, but you don't seem to care. I'll tie us both a noose, and then I'll kick our chairs.
Okay, so he's saying, I've screamed so loud, you don't seem to care, so I'm just gonna take us both out. Like he's saying, I'm trying to get you to hear me. I'm trying to get you to help me. And you don't care about me, so fine.
So I'm just going to take us both out.
The news, and then I'll kick our chairs. I grind my teeth until they're dust. I'm dropping bodies until dust. Shake the pavement like an American psycho. In the street, think I'm losing control.
Take the bait like an American Psycho, like Norman Bates.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
In the street, think I'm losing control. I remember my youth in institutions. I feel like they don't wanna know me. Everywhere I go, I'm so lonely. Come from the jungle like Mowgli. Trapped in a box, ain't holy. Losing my religion. Focused by decision. Man, I'm on hooks, I ain't a minion. Upgrade my design, I wanna know why. I don't work, I don't work. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh, that was a nice way to end it. I liked that.
So there's a couple things in there, like there were a couple themes where I was like, okay, there's freedom in the padded cell. And then they had like this taxi theme.
Yes.
I feel like there was a couple themes that then I had a hard time making the connections between the two.
Yes.
And so I felt like there was like a couple different segments that I was wanting
them to come together.
Story to connect.
Yes.
And so it was like, I just had a hard time emotionally connecting. I'm like, there were some good lines.
There were some good lines.
Yeah, like there's some like, yes, there were some good things where it was like, oh, that's clever. And oh, that's interesting. But then I felt like the through line I had a hard time connecting to.
Yeah, I feel like it never really caught me.
Yeah.
And captivated me to take me through a story or take me through the song.
I want to know, like, sorry, you guys are going to, sorry. You guys are going to, okay, so the band is, so who is LoveGhost then? Because if this is, okay, LoveGhost is who's featured, but this is on LoveGhost's page.
Okay.
So then the Skinner Brothers is who this is. So then I guess what I want to know, because obviously it seems like it's a little bit more because there's no like record label listed or anything like that. It seems like it's a little bit more of an independent artist. And it was a good song, you know what I mean? Like, it was catchy, like freedom, like I can think of it. And the guy who sung the hook, he did have a little bit of a Chris Cornell tone.
I don't know who that is.
I love you so much.
I know you do.
Don't come for her, everyone.
It's okay. That's the whole point of why you wanted me here.
Yes.
Is my entire lack of knowledge.
Chris Cornell is like one of the most incredible vocalists, the most incredible rock vocalist.
So what band is he in?
Soundgarden and Audio Slave were a couple of the big bands that he was in.
We're going to pretend I know. Yes. I've heard of them.
He had his vocal range is incredible, and his tone. You know that song, "In Your House I Long to Be"?
I don't think I've heard that song.
I'll wait for you there like a stone. It's a great song. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway,
I apparently have not listened to like any music ever.
That was one of the big Audio Slave songs. But anyway, like, he just has this really good haunting tone. And I could hear a little bit of that with the Mask guy. So like, there's a lot of good things about this band, but there's something that was just missing on the through line to connect the story. So it like, that's the thing, is it's like, I don't want to sit there and be like, I didn't like it. There was a lot of things to like. There
was tons of clever lyrics.
There was just,
I know it's a good tune.
I think that there was so much going on visually that distracted me. And then also I couldn't connect the different themes. Segments of the story to then allow me to get so pulled in that I made an emotional connection to the song, if that makes sense.
Yes, that absolutely makes sense, because I feel like I'm the same right there with you.
Okay.
I enjoyed the song, like, listening to it, but there was nothing that pulled me in to connect to the song.
Right. And I feel like that's what takes it from like music to art, I guess, is where this is great music. Yeah. But I didn't feel like it was to the art level where people were going to connect to it and like say, you know, like a Ren fan base where people are going to sit there and be like, it means this, it means this, it's, you know, and this is what it means to me, and pull people into where like it was going to, you know, mean something to them and connect to people in that way. So Guido, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Hopefully, you still found value in the reaction that we provided for you. I'm sorry if it wasn't what you were hoping for, but that's what we got out of it. So anyway, thanks so much for sharing that with us. And, you know,
we'll see you next time, guys. Like and subscribe.
Okay.